What's going on, guys? Trevor here for another day of MLB Picks, and I'm just gonna hop right into it. Yesterday, nice day overall. Three, 1-1. Tigers and Guardians got the under 8. Thank God. Pushed. That was extremely sweaty. Almost had the under, but we'll take the push. Not gonna complain with that. Free entertainment. Royals absolutely smacked around Dylan Cease in that bullpen. They're hot right now, and we're on them again today. Brewers money line 1.5 units, the bigger play of the day. We got there. That was easy. I shouldn't say easy. I mean it's sports betting, but they handled them. They looked good. The bats were working. Dodgers just they didn't look good after about the fourth or fifth. They started just Gonsolin blew up. The bullpen did them no favors. So as a Brewers fan, I'm not going to complain. That was a great game to watch. Diamondbacks over 4.5. Very sweaty. Absolutely nothing early off of Garrett like I had thought, but they got to him late, and that bullpen was tired. They had the huge extra innings game and traveling, so ended up just getting there, put up some runs, but Gurriel Jr. that would have been a void, but he ended up pinch hitting in the 6th or the 7th, so it was almost really sweet, but that was not cool, but just a point 0.2 units, so can't really complain at all. So up 2.9 units yesterday, and we're just gonna roll right into it today. First pick, we have the Mets team total over 5.5 at -115. Reds are sending out Luke Weaver, 7.88 ERA, 16 innings, 21 hits, 14 earned, 5 bombs, 6 walks, 19 strikeouts, and he's given up 4+ in all 3 of his outings this year. Mets versus righties on the road. They are 242 batting average, 337 on base, 379 slug with a 716 OPS and a 99 WRC plus. Luke Weaver is carrying a 94.2 exit velocity with a 59.6 hard hit percent, 528 expected slug with a 17% barrel rate. Mets have 5 guys in the lineup with 44% or hard hit more, and Mets have been amazing versus righties this year, but Mets have not been amazing, but Luke Weaver is the medicine they need. He's going to give up a ton of contact, a lot of hard balls. The wind's blowing out to right field at 8 miles an hour, and it's 70 degrees. I think the Mets are just going to smack around Weaver, and then the Reds bullpen. The balls are going to be flying out, so I'm going to take the Mets over 5.5 to get there, I think, pretty easily today. Next, we're back at it with the Royals over 3.5 at -125. Giolito on the road in 4 games. He's got a 5.73 ERA, 22 innings, 14 earned, 4 bombs, 5 walks, 21 strikeouts, and a 145 whip. Royals versus Giolito, they got a 276 batting average, 663 slug, a 25.8% K rate with 17 extra base hits. Perez has 4 bombs, and Prado has two homers. Royals versus righties this month, arguably the best team in baseball. They got a 302 batting average at 368 on base, 580 slug, and a 948 OPS with a 150 WRC plus. At home, and at home this month the Royals are scoring 6.67 runs per game, and they have 13 homers. White Sox bullpen the last 2 weeks, hasn't been good, like we know. 6.85 ERA, 13 homers, 268 batting average, 360 on base with a 545 slug. The wind's blowing in and across at 13 miles an hour, but it's 80 degrees. Ballpark Pal has us at giving a 3% edge on runs today. Giolito's proven he can get touched up. On the road, the Royals are playing the best baseball they've played in a long time right now. Everyone's hitting, everyone's getting in on the fun. So I don't really want to trust the Royals bullpen or anything like that. I just want to attack the team total here. So I'm going to pay a little bit of juice, but we're going to get that over 3.5 from the Royals again tonight. Next play, back at it again. Brewers money line +102. Lauer 4.40 ERA, 30.2 innings, 15 earned, 6 homers, 14 walks, and 29 strikeouts with a 153 whip. Syndergaard 6.32 ERA, 22 earned, 31.1 innings, 5 homers, 4 walks, 21 Ks, and a 1.4 whip. Lauer versus the Dodgers at home. He's 1-1 in his career in Milwaukee. 1-1 with 12 innings under his belt, 2 earned and 2 homers. 5 walks and 10 strikeouts. Syndergaard versus the Brewers, only one game in Miller Park. It was back in 2018 for the Mets, 6 innings, 3 earned. So really can't put any stock into that one. Neither team really hits opposing teams well in terms of right or left-handed right now. Brewers last 2 weeks versus righties, they're batting a 189, 321 slug at home, and the Dodgers were lefties on the road the last 2 weeks, 177 batting average with a 296 slug and a 544 OPS. The Dodgers bullpen, the last 2 weeks has also not been good. 584 ERA, 24.2 innings, 234 batting average, a 333 on base with a 340 slug in the last 2 weeks. And the Brewers bullpen at home in the last 2 weeks, 286 ERA in 22 innings, .226 batting average with a .261 on base and a .369 slug. Brewers have been, not the greatest versus righties, but I feel like their bats woke up last night. The Dodgers bullpen is not that good. Syndergaard, not that good either. I think he kind of offsets the bad disadvantage that Lauer has. He's been getting rocked at home this year. He hasn't been a bad home pitcher in his career, but this year he doesn't have it. I think tonight might be what he needs to get right. The Dodgers are atrocious versus lefties on the road this year. They can't hit anything. I think I'm going to back Lauer to have a good game at home, bounce back. I think the Brewers are just going to do it, and their bullpen's better. So, not a homer pick. I never bet the Brewers unless I'm pretty sure they're going to win or like their odds. So, give me the Brewers money line at plus 102 tonight versus Syndergaard in this Dodgers bullpen. Next play, we have Twins, first 5 over 2.5 at plus 105. Waka this year's got a 5.46 ERA, 1.4 whip, 31.1 innings, 19 earned, 4 homers, 9 walks, and 26 strikeouts. The Twins versus righties at home this season, a 270 batting average, 340 on base, 446 slug, 787 OPS, 318 BABIP with a 118 WRC+. Waka blanked the Braves earlier this season on the road. Just going to chalk that up as to an outlier game. Versus the Cubs and the Diamondbacks, he gave up 3 and 5 on the road after. Twins are finally back home. In their last 8 home games, they've covered the over 2.5 in 6 of those 8. The wind's blowing in from right field, center field over to that left field line, but it's 71 degrees. Twins are finally home. Waka has not been good. He's shown he can get touched up on the road. Twins are hitting righties pretty well, so I think they're going to be able to put up runs on Waka early on this one. Next play, Rangers, first 5 run line at minus 110. Andrew Heaney is going for the Rangers. He's got a 5.52 ERA, 1.3 whip, 29.1 innings, 18 earned, 7 homers, 14 walks, and 31 Ks. Kirby this year, 3.11 ERA, 0.98 whip, 37.2 innings, 13 earned, 2 homers, 3 walks, and 26 Ks. Andrew Heaney's got one road game under his belt. It was 5 innings, no earned. At night, though, this year, he's played the most games. He's got a 4.38 ERA, 24.2 innings, 12 earned with a 1.22 whip. Kirby at home, he's got a 4.32 ERA, 16.2 innings, 9 earned with a 1.14 whip. Rangers versus righties on the road this year, they're batting .239 with a 3.19 on base, 3.75 slug, 6.84 OPS, and a 95 WRC+. Mariners versus lefties at home this year, .206 batting average, a 2.85 on base, 374 slug with a 659 OPS and a 93 WRC+. Haney's a little bit better on the road. It's one game, but he was a little better on the road and at night versus day and home games. Kirby has shown he's not really been sharp at home so far this year. So I'm gonna back Haney and the Rangers bats to at least tie or jump on Kirby here at home, and Mariners to continue struggling versus lefties. I think Haney's going to have a good bounce back game after that Diamondbacks blow up he had last outing. So give me the Rangers first 5 run line for minus 110 here. All right, next we're heading out to LA. We have Ohtani over 7.5 Ks at minus 110. Astros last 2 weeks versus right-handed pitcher. On the road, they're batting 25.6 K rate, a 2.27 batting average with an 82 WRC+. Ohtani this year, he's got a 2.54 ERA, 39.1 innings, 59 Ks, and a .87 whip. Otani's gone over 7.5 in 5 of his 7 games this year, and 2 of 3 at home. One of those games was the weather delay in Boston, which he only pitched 2 innings and had 3 Ks. So, I mean, I guess if you want to say that, he went 5 of 6 this year if you want to subtract that game. Houston's bottom 4 in K percent on the road this year versus righties. This is a huge game. Otani got touched up the last 2 games. I think he's going to have a huge bounce back outing and strike out a ton of Astros tonight. He's got I think it was a 39.5% K rate versus the Astros in the last 27.2 innings. I could be wrong. I may have misread that stat. But Otani's been dominant. I expect this to be a bounce back game for him, so I'm going to take the over 7.5 strikeouts at -110. In the final play, Patrick Corbin. Yes, Patrick Corbin of the Nationals. Over 4.5 Ks at +100. He's not good, we know that, but they do leave him out to go extended runs. He'll go 5, 6, 7 innings. He went 7 versus the Cubs on the road the last time. Finished with 6 strikeouts. And the Twins, he had 6, and they had a 25.2% K rate versus the Cubs' 27% K rate. Now, the Giants, we all know they're bad versus lefties this year. They have a 31.3% K rate versus lefties. The last 2 weeks, I guess you could say they've quote-unquote improved. They're down to 27.1%. So I'm going to take Corbin nightcap over 4.5 strikeouts at even money. He's gotten 6 versus the Cubs and the Twins on the road, and they're not nearly as bad. So I'm gonna back Corbin to stay out there for probably 6 and get 5 or 6 strikeouts tonight again on the road, and end the night there. So other than that, thank you guys for watching. Good luck with all your bets, and we'll be seeing you guys tomorrow.